video with the processed audio.
Wow. Okay, now the next thing is that darn latency, right? The timing between like right now, if I go back, I'm delayed, right? And it's not your setup. It's just the way it is with YouTube, right? With live, there's probably what, a 7-second delay.
Yeah, probably. And you know what? I'm on Wi-Fi right now, but even it's the same even when I'm hardwired. It's YouTube. And then other services like Twitch, TikTok, there's less latency. So it's a
Excellent. All right, let's check the 40-meter band out to Alabama. Yeah, I saw your tune-up, Richard.
Oh, it shouldn't be no more than 1,000, 1,100 watts. I mean, I try not to run that much more, especially on 40, because I get RF, and I'm hearing Doug real good.
Richard, 510 over up here, sounding marvelous.
Well, I was worried. I wouldn't watch them, but I'll come back and I'll look and see what I got on you.
All right. Is KB2 UKA trying to pierce his way into good old Alabama, Fort Salonga, New York. How copy?
5 plus over 9.
Good, and it's reciprocal. So, I don't know, Art. This antenna at this height, I'm copied the same way usually that I'm hearing people, so I think we're good.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, you were, with the prime conditions on 75. What was it? The last evening or when you got on, you were 20. You were in the 20 zone. So that's all I have to see. Yeah, 100%.
And what's funny, the other morning, I went to bed and I had an issue, so I woke up early to check it. So around 5:30, I went on 39.99 and I just checked my audio, and Richard's like, "Crap, I have never heard you like this on 80." So it's weird with the time. It used to last longer. We used to be able to go to like 8 o'clock.
That's what she said.
I was thinking it as I said it.
Well, how's the gray zone look too? I never take notice of that. I'm just going to look at the gray line map, right? The gray line, I think your location is, you get the first sun.
So the only people that get sun before me is Maine. So Maine gets it first, and then like Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut.
There you go. We don't take that into account, but that has a lot to do with it, especially on 75. In the morning, of course, the saturation starts.
Yep, that's what happens. If I catch you in the dark before sunrise, I'm good.
At the 40 N4QNT.
KB2 UKA live on YouTube.
ABC.
There we go, Richard.
I was just saying VA3 KBC, even though I don't have to.
Was there? I thought I heard someone with DJ.
Good morning.
Who's that, Michael?
K9 CVO.
K9, is that K9 Charlie Delta Oscar, QSL?
Charlie Victor Oscar. How you doing out there?
Holy schmoly, Ken, it's been a long time. Doing well, man. Sounding good.
Roger. I just heard you out there, and I couldn't help but to key it up there. Over.
Like 2.5 years, Ken. You're booming in here. 10 over, 510 over into Long Island. How copy?
Roger. I have you at least 5 over. 5 over, doing a great job into Illinois. Over.
Great. Well, let me pass it around. I'll pass.
Hello.
No, Ken and I used to chat, I think, even before I had the YouTube channel. Go ahead, how come Ken, Art?
Yeah, I copy Ken very well. Good morning. This is Art, N4, Quebec, November Tango in North Carolina, about 100 miles north of Charlotte, just here near Win. Man, you're booming in here beautifully. 10 over.
Roger there. Well, we definitely appreciate it, Art, and you have a great morning out there, over. And you are at least a good solid 5'9", there, over.
Yeah, certainly will. Starting off a little chilly here today. We had a front move through, so it's like it's going to be that back and forth now with spring coming up in here. So we got to be used to that. One morning it's and next day it'll be 53. So all right. But anyway, good to hear you, and throw it over to Richard. See how you hear Ken in Illinois.
Yeah, I got him 5'9" here in the state of Alabama. Morning to you, Ken. Call here Kilo Golf 4, Whiskey, Quebec, and we're down here on the Alabama-Georgia state line, about an hour and 10 minutes away from Atlanta Airport, or 20 minutes west of Birmingham Airport.
Roger there, Rich. Well, you're doing a great job. I got you at least 10 over 9 there. Yeah, weather up crazy. We got a high going up to 50 today, but the morning's starting off pretty cool. And so I think we're going to just leave the bike in the garage today there, over.
Yeah, well, we got, it was 25, so I don't know what it is now. I got the little RF on my weather station, so that makes it rough to tell. But, it works. So sometimes it don't. But yeah, warm up with no clouds and just pure sunshine, so whatever temperature it gets, it's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Roger on that. Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we got maybe 15, maybe 16 more days of spring, and hallelujah, they're over.
Well, March generally comes back and bites you in the tail. Don't go bragging about it too soon.
Roger. Well, it is what it is. I can't do nothing about the weather changing and stuff, but I can still get ready for that date, there, over.
Yeah. I mean, March wind brings April showers, and April showers bring the May flowers.
In like a lion, out like a lamb.
Out there. Okay, my friend. You guys have a great one out there, and just want to get in there and say good morning out there to my friend out there. Take care. K9 CVO 73.
Hey, Ken, I hope all is in the family, and yeah, please hop on and catch me. I don't know if the YouTube caught your eye or if you just heard us here, but please stop by. 73, my friend.
Roger. Out there. I was just scanning the band, and I heard you out there, and I'm like, that's him, ain't it? So that's why I jumped in. Okay, take care, my friend. K9 CVO 73.
Yeah, 73, Ken. Station, you trying to get in here, or are you just QRMing us because you're way off frequency? Modulation's messed up.
Well, pretty bad, Doug. You tell them you're live streaming and they want to come in here and do a little QRM.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. Tried to reply to me. Go ahead. No, I don't think it was a QRMer. I think it's somebody having an issue. Sorry, but I couldn't make them out. Sounded like somebody using a DAW, and there was like a digital hiccup, without a hiccup. The voice was digitized from a buffering issue or something. Where's Dominic? Was he up till midnight watching Nikki Haley lose?
Well, Richard, just Bill and Dwayne were on early, but he never mentioned anything about Dominic being on.
So I didn't watch any of her comments. Richard, did you watch what did she say after she lost? So it's still in it?
Yeah, I don't know. I sat here and fell asleep, and I woke up about 10:30, and I think spoke a little bit with Art, but other than that, everybody, I didn't pay much attention to it all.
Did she actually lose to somebody this time, or did she lose to nobody again? N1MJF, good morning, all.
Hey, good morning, Matt. Matt, was that you before?
Negative. No, I actually was trying to listen, but I didn't even have even the faintest scratch on my waterfall from that signal.
I was getting confused in the YouTube comments. I thought you... never mind. Okay, yeah, you sound great, whatever changes you made.
I just adjusted some levels, adjusted the compressor, and then adjusted the EQ. I'm now feeding a lot lower audio signal into the SunSDR, but I just turned the drive power up a lot further. I found that the IMD was a whole lot better if I keep the audio about... somewhere, it's peaking out now at like -5, -6.
Yep. I started doing that probably a year ago. I come into the radio software light, and then I bring it up.
Yeah, it's interesting. You can actually even see the IMD improve even on the TX waterfall. The little extensions past the passband filter seem to disappear.
Yeah, but you're very clean. The Suns even without the pure signal, they're clean radios. There's a little bit on the upper, but there's nothing on the lower. And they're strong to me. That's why I'm seeing it. But it's pretty clean.
Well, that's the goal. Keep it clean and also keep my voice out of the mud. My voice tends to go static and get all muddy easy. So that's why I use the harmonic maximizer and have it generate some brightness to my voice.
No, it sounds great. Great. Brown, KB2 UKA. DJ, why don't you pick Matt up?
Yeah, I was just kind of watching the assembly of an Aperture AD12 Dobsonian telescope, so it's got me thinking again. My 12-inch Dob, but anyhow, so with the way the YouTube is, you click on one and then the algorithms kick in and more. So last night when we went to bed, we had YouTube on and we're gonna watch that couple in Azerbaijan doing some recipe or doing some. You do. And Carol's scrolling through the subscriptions, and she noticed some of the telescope stuff, but she never said anything. She just kind of went, and so I'm thinking she's probably catching. I have kind of been looking at maybe getting a telescope, but I don't know if I will or not. But I do enjoy watching stuff on astronomy.
Well, that is one of my little side hobbies that I don't really know too much about, but I bought myself a telescope, I bought myself a professional camera, and I've been taking photos of galaxies and all sorts of fun stuff with it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I had a 12-inch Newtonian on a Dobsonian mount, and the first time M31 Andromeda, I'll tell you, it was like something just come over me. Like it's hard to explain when you actually see it with your own eyes through the telescope, through the lens there. And M30 was another one. But watching Jupiter and the moons, actually, I watched one evening a moon go across Jupiter. So the Dobsonian are the best bang for your. I also had a Cassegrain. I forget what size it was, but I had the on a mount. So you set it towards the North Star, and then whenever you observe anything, you flip the switch, and it actually as the sky moves. So you can do photography with it, because you got to have long exposures, and then you take a lot of them, and then you stack them. Use a computer to get really vibrant pictures of what you want to have a picture of. So it's it's a lot of fun, but the problem with astronomy is you have to be in an area that has dark skies, not light pollution. So it can be a rabbit hole too, with everything that you can get get into that hobby and expanding it. But I had a 12-inch, but from what a lot of the professionals that are really strong hobbyists in the astronomy field, all highly, starting off with an 8-inch Dob, easy to carry around, because the telescope that you're gonna like the best is the one you're gonna use the most. So you get something really small, you're just getting frustrated because what you thought you see, you get like what you see on the internet, and then you get a 12 or 14, which is very heavy and awkward. So the 8-inch seems to be a perfect one, starting out. And it's hard to do any video or taking pictures with the Dob, because you have to manually move it. So long exposure, you can get away with it, but the end result isn't that great. So what are you using for a telescope? VA3 KBC.
UK.
Oh, and N1 MJF returning here. So mine is one that I got off of a local marketplace, really cheap. It was about the biggest budget I could find. I think I paid about $200. It is a 6-inch Newtonian, and it does have the computerized mount. It has the wrong style of mount, because while those all give you the impression of photography with them, mine does not rotate the telescope at all. Mine is the very basic computerized mount. It does, it up and down, but just not rotate, which is important when you're doing the time exposures. But either way, the telescope itself, I actually attached a stepper motor to the focus knob, but I can my backyard and completely operate it from in front of the screen here, and trigger the time exposures, everything else, layer them. The only thing I need to do manually inside is take exposures for stacking. But yeah, I've been doing all of that. I haven't actually even looked at it since last year, but we'll be getting back into between that project and now. I bought myself a camper, and I've been putting more work into that, and then we'll be revisiting the astrophotography thing once get set up with the camper, because then I'm going to be going up Maine and Vermont, places where the sky really supports it. Here I'm in the center of Rhode Island, and the same light pollution is dug there in Long Island. But back over to you, Art, and when MJF here in the group.
Yeah, back over to Art or to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm all twisted this morning. My coffee's brewing. I haven't even poured it yet.
Yeah, my name is Don, but I go by DJ Delta Juliet. Good. as I said, it's quite a rabbit hole you can get into with the astronomy stuff. So, but I really enjoyed putting the dark filter on and looking at the moon and the craters, and especially when full moon it's really bright, but a crescent moon, whether it's quarter or half or whatever, that's really fun to observe and look at all the craters and have with the different names and that. So that was kind of enjoyable. But watching Saturn, looking at Saturn and Jupiter, but my favorite was still the Andromeda, and at a certain time. I'm trying to remember. I think it's in the fall. That's when you can observe Jupiter, and you can see it with the naked eye. It's a little fuzzy thing off into the east, and but it does come out. So, I with my other telescope, and I had a deck that I bought real cheap from Prout's Lumber. They had it out front, so I got it. They brought it out to my place with their forklift, and I augured some holes in. I put posts in piers, concrete, and then I moved it over with the tractor, and then cemented the posts in, and had a plate on, because you walk by your the ground, just walking vibrates it. So I had it all set up. Here's one for the 12-inch Dob, and then for my other two telescopes, and I had one for the telescope that was Schmidt Cassegrain, and then I had 2080s binoculars, and they're big and heavy, so I had them on a tripod as well. But they was all made so that you could walk on the deck, or anybody out on the ground, or anything through. But there was a comet. We've seen a comet. What else was there? There was something else. I forget what the heck else there was. But I know what it was. I had the sun filter on. I was looking at the sun, and be doggone if a jet hadn't gone through. And boy, I wish I had a camera at that time. That's one in a million type things. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had table pull down, and I spent a lot of time in my on that deck to outfit it all for all the astronomy stuff, and so I drag everything out at night. And the Dob, it was heavy. It was custom. It was heavy, so I had a fan on it and everything. So it can really take you into a rabbit hole. VA3 KBC, top of the hour.
Oh yeah. DJ, yeah, I'm just bad with names, but we've talked quite a few times. But for taking photos of planets and the moon, I actually don't use telescope at all. Just got myself a few nice prime lenses for my camera, and all you need is one 200 millimeter lens now. A good prime lens, and you can really. I actually make a mount for my camera to mount it on the telescope mount, so I can use that for the time exposures as well. But even Andromeda captured an amazing photo of Andromeda without any stacking or anything, just with a 100 millimeter lens in my backyard here. So I mean, believe it or not, the telescope I use is a 200 millimeter, large aperture lens for the camera. That I have awesome luck with just that. So I'm still getting acclimated to the telescope, but I think I do need to research different telescopes and mounts to really get serious in it. But it's always fun. Doesn't matter. I mean, if you're capturing good images or seeing things or not. I mean, sometimes it's the thing you don't even know what you're looking at, and it just looks cool as hell. And when MJF.
KB2 UKA, I'm back.
Well, I did just a little bit added here. With my first telescope, I hooked my camera up. I have an Uzi digital camera, and my QRZ page, and scroll down. There's a link there past the building of the towers and stuff like that. It's down a little ways, but there's a link there. Where the hell is it? Here we go. Year in farming pictures. So it's 3/4 of the way down, if not more. If you click on that pbase.com Stefanik, then it'll bring up a page, and there's magnification. You'll scroll down 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the fourth one, and it shows. I was on the front deck when I was on the farm. There's between the side roads, our road, Fuller Road and Cedar Point line. So with just the naked eye, you can just barely make it out. And then I telescope, put the camera on it, and did optical lose, everything. So, man, when you look at the last one, you can, like, all you see is R and PO and Bazank, but I magnified it so much, so it's interesting what you can do. And again, my call sign is Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. So, like I said, you scroll down to the bottom of the page. It's a long page. Just keep scrolling down just about to the bottom, and you'll see the year in farming pictures. Click here.
W4DLM.
W1BM.
Oh, Isaac, Dominic, everyone's here. Good morning, guys.
Hello, Doug. Doug sounded good. 15 over last night.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful. I've got you 5 over. Band's, I don't know, 80 was weird too. Good morning, Isaac.
Good morning. Good morning there, Doug, man. Everything is Sky to Rogues Island. Hunkadory, there you go.
You're booming in, man. I've got the YouTube up. You can hear your audio. It sounds great.
Oh yeah, I changed the microphone, so I took out my RE220, and so that's why everything this morning, the RE220 there, the lecture voice one there, so no problem. All right, thanks for the help, man. You started, man. I remember before getting into all this SDR stuff, you kind of educating me and telling me what. Even before start going, man, you start to give me some knowledge, man. So then when we put the preamp, guess who was on to help me turn those knobs? You, man. So I have to say thanks, man. Back to you there, Kevin 1B.
Isaac, I don't know what you do, and I got to say this is the best I've ever heard you. It's really, really good, really good. So yeah, keep it up. All right, let me throw it around. Dominic, how you do? How late were you up last night, Dominic?
Oh, I went to bed early, and then I got back up again. I started off the winter, and then I checked the stats.
Holy crap!
I was just crawling into bed. I also put up the schedule for the primaries. If you click on that, it has a complete list of all primaries. And Nikki's not.
Yeah, I saw that. When I woke up this morning. Thank you. Yeah, what did she say last night?
I didn't watch it. I watched his, and he was very humble. He expected to win by. I think he won by almost 200,000 more votes.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I looked this morning. I couldn't find what she said. Maybe she didn't.
She did have a little thing she said, but she wasn't giving up. I didn't watch it, though. And just to let the rest of you all states out there know, South Carolina did its job. Hope you follow suit.
How many more delegates does he need, or how many more places do they have to go to?
Oh, it's got to go for a while now. So what we have here is there'll be a few more states. He's got, I think it's got 117 delegates right now. You need 1,000 something, 1,011 or 1,100 something delegates. So they have a Super Tuesday coming up, and that Super Tuesday is where they have their primaries. So if you look at that schedule on there, you'll see the schedule. I posted on Rumble last night, and you can see when the date and the times that these primaries will be. And you'll see Super Tuesday, a whole bunch of primaries on that one Tuesday.
So they're about halfway through. So if he keeps garnering delegates, sooner or later it's going to be where, say something crazy happens and she could pass him at this point, but another few more of these, and then statistically she can't beat him, so that she eventually is going to have to drop out.
She's not going to beat him. But, well, I'd imagine he could win as soon as Super Tuesday with enough delegates. But I think you're going to see this happen all through the states. They want him back. They want that boy. They don't want money going to wars. They don't want any wars. I really don't want him anyway. He was actually stopping them, had the Middle East talking peace, and then these guys get in there and start it all up again. But Super Tuesday is March 5th. It's still, if he makes it to March 5th and wins there, it'll be done. If not, if she wins anything considerable, it'll be maybe in April before he could win. But she's not going to win. It's just a way. He really should be. The Republicans should be concentrating on beating the Democrats.
Well, real quick, Super Tuesday is going to be a huge factor. That's going to be the big one for her to realize. Okay, hold on, that was a package of states, and that's so really that should be the deciding factor.
QMA, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, John.
She's hoping. Hopefully she's betting wrong. So South Carolina was last night. Tuesday, February 27th, will be Michigan. And then March 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And the 5th is the Super Tuesday. The Saturday, March 2nd, will be Michigan, Missouri, Idaho, District of Columbia, North Dakota, Alabama, and then goes on and on.
Good morning, KB3WBX.
Oh, the whole family's showing up.
Oh, wow. It's a big crew this morning.
Good morning, and I got the paper out, Dom. How are you?
Good morning. How you doing?
Not bad. Good morning, everybody.
How's your wife?
Jeff, you're a booming 20 over.
She's good, and thank you, Doug. Same here, about 20 over.
Yeah, I'm barefoot at the moment. I'm warming up the firecracker.
And good morning, John.
You are slamming. Sounding good, man. No problem hearing you. And I think John's out there with our amp on.
20 over, John. Here, you don't need amp at my house.
He's got 5 here.
Yeah, I get into Pittsburgh pretty good. Yeah, I get in there pretty good on barefoot, but let me warm up the amp and do a quick tune, and I'll get up to full power here.
Real quick, I want to make a call. KG2, you on?
He's on his way to Orlando?
I think so. I think he's taking his wife somewhere. Georgia.
I'm going to a ham fest today.
Oh, really? Which one?
They do it every 6 months on Long Island. Mark puts it on, Long Island Mobile Amateur Radio Club. It's the biggest one on Long Island. It opens at 9. My son's got practice from 10 to 11, so we're getting there around right around 11:30.
Go to this thing all the time. Maybe I'll send you up my TS2000. It needs a relay replacement, and I don't feel like dealing with it. I want to sell that pretty cheap. I got a bunch of meters that I want to sell too. Maybe I should just ship you all this stuff and let you sell it.
In February, and I believe July. I got to check. I'll find out today.
I went to one of those. I went to Limark like 20-something years ago. I think there's on the website somewhere.
Really? Yeah, I've been going since I was a kid. I haven't been there in about, 10 years. But we're going today. They're hilarious. They're great.
John means.
See, it's a 10.
John means.
KB2 UK.
Hey, KB1BM.
KC2QMA.
W4JOM. KF4OUH.
So what were the results? I just got on here, and I'm assuming Trump wiped the floor with the votes there.
Well, real quick, Nikki Haley actually won a state last night. She win.
Oh, yeah, I came up. I coined the phrase, John. The only state Nikki Haley can win is the deep state.
Yeah, baby, that's it right there. Yeah, that's pretty much the truth, too.
Those guys up north yet?
No, not on the 75. Well, last night, the gentleman actually accepted Rudy in Canada. Better, but I don't know if it's different on 40 meters in there.
Yeah, Doug, how you hearing Brian down here?
4x7. 4x7. I have a low noise floor, so I can hear everything he's saying.
Roger, I copy 4x7. I don't know if that's good or not.
Well, what am I doing over there, Doug?
5 over.
And anybody else here?
Oh, yeah. No problem here in Canada. Yeah, Brian, VA3 KBC DJ here up in Southern Ontario, Lambton Shores, Community Lambton Shores, Canada. Yep, your S9 as well.
Oh, yeah, still working. How high is this one now? You said 60 feet?
Almost flat top. That's where the southeastern leg is sloped down to the lowest part.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the Wyndham. This one's up 60 feet, and the two ends are down about 5 feet from the apex.
Dominic, is he in Southwest Georgia by any chance?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Bryce.
Yeah, what do I have?
What part of Georgia? Where in Georgia are you? Are you in Southwest by any chance?
North Georgia. I'm about 40, 50 miles north of Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not copying him better. Because if he, I'd say I'm like, that's kind of like issues I have with Richard sometimes. That direction I might be a little off. I don't know.
Hey, Doug, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Take a picture of it, man. I listen back to it, how it sound, man. Oh my God. Everything sound balanced to me over the thing. I went from my laptop and listened on my headphones. So I'm just gonna take a picture of it. Anyway, some to cheese to everybody, and thanks again, dear Doug. KB2 UKA, KB1BM. Some to cheese, everybody.
All right, Isaac, you have a great Sunday. I'll probably be back on tonight. Maybe I'll catch you on 80 later, on 54 or whatever. 73.
All right, bye-bye.
73.
Yeah, good. Some to cheese from over here in Dorchester, KB1BM.
Doug, your signal has come up 30.
Holy schmoly. See, there's no rhyme or reason to it, Jeff. Hope you like the new audio.
Oh, yeah, it sounds great over here. No problem.
Well, guys, I'm going to let you carry on, and I'm going to go get the griddle started and do up some bacon and eggs, have a good breakfast, and get the chickens up, the eggs, and get our day started. We got to clean some stuff out. We're getting all our new appliances tomorrow, so got to get some stuff cleaned out and moved to the garage. So, everybody have a great day. This is Victor, Alpha 3 Kilo, Bravo Charlie, going that away.
All right,
Catch you later,
DJ 73, have a beautiful Sunday. I'm going to be right behind you in a few minutes, but 73.
Yeah, DJ, good talking. And I sent you an email with a photo album of some photos for you. N1MJF.
7-3, DJ. Have a good day.
Okay, thanks for
7-3, DJ.
that.
Have a great day.
If you go, like I said, on my QRZ near the bottom and click on the year in farming, and you'll see all the different pictures. But there's also one on my Dobsonian that I had built, and you could appreciate the size of that thing. So anyhow, 7-3 guys, V8.
That's what she said.
Hey, Art or Doug, can we just quickly go over my pure signal settings? I just want to make sure I right, because I'm still not getting proper pure signal on the two-tone test.
Go ahead, Art. You got this one.
No, I'm hesitant now. I might have
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you. I'll tell you what, man, you are spot on with everything. I actually changed things, Doug. Holy mackerel!
Oh, good. Well, when you're insane and you sacrifice your livelihood and your family for ham radio, you learn stuff. I'm kidding. All right, you ready, Joe?
I'm ready.
All right, first step, bring up your linearity screen. And the only should not be checked, because that'll be easier. Make sure relaxed tolerance is unchecked. Everything else should be checked. The bottom right-hand corner, those on top, that's up to you. I have those unchecked. But the 6 up top, the only one of the 6 up top, relaxed tolerance should be unchecked. Is that what you have? Over?
That is correct. That is the only one that is unchecked.
All right. Okay, so now go to setup. And just give me a second here. Where the hell is it? Give me a second. Okay. Go to general. And then underneath general, antenna/filters. Once you're on antenna, all the way on the right, you'll see SWR protection. And then you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 check boxes underneath all of that. The only ones I have checked are external one on TX, disable HFPA, and the last one, enable transverter HF. Every checked. Most importantly, RX bypass on TX. Over.
Okay, that's what I have. And when I'm talking, it looks good on the pan. See, it looks clear, but man, when I do that two-tone test, I get like six bars.
Okay, so the only other thing, and it's weird because YouTube up, so you could come back and watch this. Sometimes you're immaculate, and sometimes I see lift on the spectrum up and down, but I don't see it in the waterfalls, so it's weird. The only thing that I would do, and I know you're not on you're on a G2, I would reflash your firmware, whatever version you're supposed to be running on that thing, and then I would Thetis, reinstall it, and then see what happens.
Okay, yeah, that's probably the best thing I can do at this point. Well, I mean, it looks like all the settings are right. It's just, you know what it honestly, it could be the coupler. Something with the coupler might not be right, which, when I get the new amp, that should be eliminated, but I'll dig into that, and I'll try resetting the database. That helps.
What'd you order, the VK or the new Anon one?
The VK.
Yeah, as soon as you get that, It might be the coupler, but the VK will take care of all of that.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I know I ordered the VK before the Anon one came out, but I think I'd still rather have. I like the way it's built. I do like the way that the Anon one looks, though. I love the rack mount box. I'm always a sucker for rack mount equipment, but yeah, it'll be fine. I'm looking forward to using the coupler in it, and I'll get a nice short cable that'll go right from the radio right to the amp, and it'll be good.
So last night on 80, Vin, I'm sure you've heard Vin before. He had just received, he doesn't have the amp, but he bought the VK coupler. And he had to click a couple of settings that you and I just went over, and he was immaculate. It's a great.
Yeah, I think the one that I'm using, the Clean RF one, I think it's good if you're trying to use it for like trapezoid and that sort of thing to monitor your transmit pattern. But for the pure signal, I'm not quite sure that it's up to snuff for that.
Yeah, I don't know. But, no, you're... All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hop in the shower. We've got a basketball lesson and then a ham fest. And I don't know if anyone... John, if you want to take a ride into Levittown, see you later. I should be there around 11:30, 11:45. So I'll say 73. I'll listen out. Too many people to name today, but you guys have a great day. Take care. John, why don't you pick it up and pass it around? 70.
All right, Doug. Well, that's funny. You said Lindenhurst. I was born and I grew up there for the earlier part of my life. I grew up not too far from Hoffman Avenue, right by the Long Island Railroad. And not too far from Wellwood Avenue, actually, in Lindenhurst. So I've been around Long Island, Queens, New York, Tennessee, New Jersey. Nobody knows. Keep that wheel spinning. All right, Doug. Have a great day. Thanks for the help with the settings. And yeah, go ahead, Art. Pick it up. KC2QMA.
That started to sound like a Huey Lewis song, but all right, Doug. 7-3. What's the name of the ham fest again? Before I'm hoping you're still listening. What's the name of the ham fest?
Lima, India, Mike, Alpha, Charlie, Limark, Long Island Amateur Mobile Radio Club. They have the biggest repeater around here, and they've been around forever.
So I'm gonna look up and try to find John's image. That would be cool. All right, take care and pass it around, you guys. 7-3, Doug.
73, everyone. I'm gonna check out too. And 1MJF. Have a great day, everyone.
Doug leaving us?
Yeah, Doug's going to